as we enter the fourth quarter.
That's it, Simi. For England Roses, every centre pass needs to go to goal, and they need ball in hand. They need to set up those turnovers early. They need to come flying out for some of those interceptions, and they need to put heavy, heavy pressure on the Australian attack. So subs, we see Jiva Mentor still a goalkeeper. Fumi Fadoju has moved to goal defence. Well, I think that's how they ended that last quarter.
And also in that goal circle, Cardwell going back to goal shooter, Housby back to their usual starting position at goal attack. But the Diamonds staying the same as they finish the third quarter, as Austin gets us underway with a really good goal.
Oh, look at that. As you were, just celebrating Austin's goal, look at that deflection as well.
Yeah, Australia
with the pressure.
Putting that pressure on Simi, early on. That's a great turnover off the England Roses centre pass. When you're 10 goals up, you can play with confidence.
Austin's a great defensive attacking player. She always gets some pivotal tips on the ball.
Well, she's shooting at 100% and she's doing that work rate in defence.
A wayward pass there by Garvin, but a contact called on Malcolm.
Yeah, which is rather unfortunate there, because the ball looks slightly off in terms of the placement to Watson, but they do get the benefit of that call against Malcolm.
Austin once again working it around, wanting to edge a little bit closer to that post to make sure she can score another one. She's still on 100%, Kira Austin, 11 from 11.
Oh, well, it's the 9th consecutive Netball World Cup final that Australia have been in, and they are really showing that they know how to play at the top.
And Pam, while you mentioned that, it just kind of cements exactly why they're world #1. And they're always one team that, we always talk about in terms of having, the ability to just raise the bar under pressure.
That's it, and Simi, they rode the wave. Yes, they lost to England on Thursday, and they said it lit a fire in their bellies, but they weren't worried as we see another turnover from them. They stayed on song, they stayed collective, and they constantly know how good they are, and they work to that. But not in that passage of play as England come up with ball.
Great defensive pressure by Chelsea Pittman. She was wearing Ash Brazel, got the little tip that they required.
Yeah, and it's an important steal for the Roses. They need a lot more of those.
But the Diamonds, once again, ball in hand, confident to release it to Garvin off the circle edge.
And you can see the bench up on their feet, celebrating and cheering the troops on.
That's exactly what England need to do. They need to get it and release the ball quickly. Pittman to Cardwell. That connection is strong. She's got to do it way earlier to try and peg back this deficit.
And that's what they've been doing, Maddie, throughout this competition. That confidence they've shown, the ability to just let ball fly. We've not really seen that in today's game. They've looked a bit hesitant and they've tried to play a bit safe, which hasn't worked in their favour.
Here's a turn of events then. Sarah Clow being called there for contact.
Once again, Chelsea Pittman trying to generate any bit of energy, any bit of spark for the English Roses right now in defence, in attack. They need a bit more of that.
Yeah, she's definitely ignited hopes for the Roses, just coming in as fresh legs, a different length, with which to approach the attacking options for the Roses. Still 11 goal games, anything's possible. But every decision is going to be crucial as we get into the dying stages of this final. But look yet again, that defensive brilliance that we've been seeing throughout from the Diamonds.
Well, they've caused England to throw away the ball 18 times, Australia, but they don't stop fighting England, and that's what you want to see from a side. Keep going to that very end, because you just never know what might happen. But Australia just looking on song.
It's really been the downfall for the Roses, their conversion of game ball. They have got a few, The Diamonds has starved them of a lot of opportunity, but when they have got it, they haven't converted it as well as the Diamonds only sitting at 57%. Another opportunity here for the Diamonds to keep this deficit out at 11 or 12.
But ladies, I also feel as if, you know, the Roses haven't really taken shot from range or from far. They've been playing it safe, getting themselves close to the goalpost. So for me, it's a bit risky, you know, at this point of the competition to try those distance attempts at goal. And very similar on the side of the Diamonds as well. Garvin has literally been planting herself right under the goalpost. So keep it safe and just to give yourself, you know, a lot more opportunity for success.
Contact call there on Sarah Clow. How's he going to take the ball?
And Simi, just to pick up on your point, you're right. When those balls are coming in, they're coming in quite far. They're not, the first ball into the circle isn't necessarily in a shooting position or a comfortable shooting position for the shooter, and hence they then have to play it round.
Yep, so Roses then getting back into a 10-goal deficit. They've got the centre pass. Can they make it count?
Courtney Bruce comes out flying. The second that ball is in the air, it is all Courtney Bruce all over it.
Oh, she has been outstanding. Hunting there, waiting for those diagonal passes. And just the timing for me has been superb.
She hasn't flown early in the game. She's been patient, sticking tight on Cardwell, but now they've got that little bit of space in the scoreline. She can fly with purpose. These Australian Diamonds seem to be enjoying this moment right now. Continuing to put the score pressure on.
And we're seeing another substitution being rolled in. The return of Joe Weston on goal defence. And, you know, we spoke during the intervals just saying all the subs that have been made by Stacey Marinkovic have actually worked. You know, the timing thereof and just how seamless the players dovetail each other. And they're just maintaining that standard. So it's really wonderful to see it play out.
Well, I guess that is a rule that we play in Suncorp Super Netball, the rolling sub. So players are used to coming on and off, understanding they just come on for a purpose, a little real role players. So I wonder whether that has been a huge part in allowing these seamless transitions and changes to happen for the Diamonds. Missed there by Sophie Garvin under the post.
I also think, Maddie, Stacey Marinkovic has been rolling those subs throughout the competition. Right from day one, she hasn't stuck with the same 7. She's constantly been trying different combinations, and it's paying dividends here.
Yeah, it certainly is, as we are seeing another substitution there being made. It's a 4th substitution, I think. A bit of blood that needs to be taken care of for Chelsea Pittman. So here's the return then of Metcalf on wing attack.
8 minutes remaining in this gold medal match. Oh, Sophie Garvin comes up with the goods on that one.
Oh, she's been brilliant.
Time is running out here for the Roses, and the Diamonds can continue to be their clinical best when they've got possession of the ball.
I mean, look at this. Garvin right in the transverse line, putting additional pressure. And just how brilliant it is for the shooters also to get some turnovers. Oh, look at that. Hands all round. So 11 goals in it.
And Chelsea Pittman comes back on the court after she's sorted out her blood. She's got it all taped up.
The Diamonds just happy to be calm and composed. Multiple passes to the post. Once again, that short, sharp game we know they are so good at and known for.
I mean, while you're talking about composure, Maddie, we also, you know, did see that from the Roses, but the wheels have come off at a certain point. And Pam, where is it, I think, that, you feel the Roses haven't really, executed as well as they could have according to their game plan?
I think it's definitely an attack because they've converted off their centre passes the same as Australia, but when they've got those turnovers from the defensive end, the few that Australia have played into their hands on, they haven't then been able to take those to goal and take them to a score.
And can they claw this margin? It's 11-goal lead for the Diamonds, just 6 minutes in it.
Oh, it'll be very, very difficult. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but I think for the Roses, they'll be trying to make sure that they can come back and finish this game strong and finish their World Cup campaign strong. The first time ever making it into a finals, that's already huge, but they're not going to want to go home feeling that they let themselves down by not playing to their best.
And they certainly are in it to win it. The Roses still playing for that medal, and I mean, look at that.
What did you get it back? What did you get it back?
Yeah, umpires having a tough job there. Just saying one of you have to get that ball back.
No delay in play here. We want to continue to see these two nations battle it out right until the very final whistle blows for this gold medal. Diamonds looking very comfortable in attack. A little bit of a bounce there between the legs of Austin. She regains possession and they move it into Garvin to secure another goal right under the post.
I thought that might have been replayed ball by Austin.
Yeah, so did we, Pam. We just looked on, I think also, gasping and waiting for the call, but it didn't come. But be it as it may, the Diamonds do enjoy a 12-goal lead. Cardwell
from distance, Eleanor Cardwell.
Yeah, there was a superb finish from Cardwell. You just need more of those, getting into that shooting circle and making it count.
And that's it, Simi, getting those balls into a shooting position for the Roses, because we know they are accurate with those shots. But down this other end with Australia, even when they have missed, they've come up with those rebounds, each shooter supporting the other.
4 minutes ago, and there's smiles from the Diamonds bench right now. You have a look at those last 10 goals, and it's been goal for goal, but really the momentum has stayed with Australia since the second quarter. Chelsea Pittman's tried everything to will her team back into this contest.
Yep, she really has, but got to tell you, the Diamonds' defensive effort on all 7 players has really been impressive, but the Roses have been turning opportunities for themselves, but I think haven't been able to weather the pressure from the Diamonds. And this is the difference, that consistency, that shooting circle, not always there.
And we spoke about it in the build-up. It is about the team that owns the critical moments, and today, consistently over these 4 quarters, it has been the Diamonds. When the time has come that they needed to score, they have. When they've put on that ruthless, relentless defensive pressure, they've all executed really well. For these final 3 minutes, they are not going to want to let off one bit.
Oh, they're going to want to finish off strong, the Australian Diamonds, and it does look as if the Roses are somewhat, just holding back. Pam, I don't know if they're just overwhelmed by what's happening right now, but looking a bit out of breath, just a bit, I think, delayed in terms of what's happening in the shooting circle. And you've got to give credit to the Diamonds, who've just continued to intensify their efforts.
That's it, Semi. You have to give credit to the Australia Diamonds because they have been on it right from the start. They've been clinical. They've put that pressure on England. And when they've got those opportunities and when England do make the mistakes, they capitalise on it.
Yeah, so 14-goal lead for the Diamonds, just 2 minutes in it. I guess it's safe to say that the Diamonds have done it yet again. Don't see this result changing, but it's going to be about finishing strong for the Roses. They've already made history, having their highest finish. And I mean, if one looks on at you know, what we've witnessed today. The Diamonds really hit the ground running. I think from that second quarter, really put their foot on the accelerator. But just how clinical the process, the systems that they consistently applied is what makes them world champs.
And they have used their entire team throughout this tournament. It's been a full team effort. You can look at that bench. They are up. They are cheering. They are loving this. Not often in big games like this do you actually get to kind of enjoy the last couple of minutes as this game comes to a close. There's some smiles on the Diamonds' faces. They know exactly what this means.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant watching them celebrating as we're about to get into the final minute of this final. They're cheering the team on already. They know that it's done. They did enough. They were consistent throughout. And despite the Roses' efforts, it wasn't meant to be. The excitement and the pride of the Australian Diamonds definitely coming across in this venue. Spectators as well. You know, they've been wonderful, I think, backing their favourites, and they're really rallying behind their team.
The Diamonds go again. But stopped in their tracks. They want more, this Diamonds team. It was unfinished business, but the job has been done by this exceptional Diamonds group.
Yeah, and we've always said that, you know, the Diamonds is one side that won't take or settle for a second defeat, given that they did lose to the Roses in the preliminary stages. But when it counts the most, come crunch time, they certainly know how to rise to the occasion.
Well, they did lose out in Liverpool in 2019 to the Silver Ferns, so they have been gunning for this title. They've won everything over the past year, the Constellation Cup, the Quad Series. So this is the one that they were really wanted. The Commonwealth Games as well as Kira Austin. Phenomenal.